Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and welcome to Alexander. Welcome to Alexander out there. Today on Side Streets Side Quests, we are going to be exploring the lesser-known side streets of Hua Hin and beyond. And I wanted to explore these side streets with you guys because I often ride through them, but there's so much you miss when you're riding that compared to when you're walking, you see so much more. So like all the cute and not so cute street dogs, all the fruit trees and the tiny restaurants and beautiful family homes and the people going about their daily lives. So while we walk, I want to talk about why I originally left the comfort of my home country and decided to come and start a new life in Thailand. Let's go. Why did I leave my home back in South Africa for a new life in Thailand? Well, many of you think that it might be running away from something. I think it's closer to actually chasing something. While my life back home was happy, it was comfortable, I had a good job, I had friends and family. It was a beautiful country with a lot of nature, but it always felt like something was missing. I felt like I wasn't growing. I felt stagnant. I felt like I can't do the same thing for the rest of my life. Although I had everything I wanted, it felt like if I stayed there, I would never grow as a person and I would never get to experience anything more than what I was already experiencing. And I wanted more from life. I didn't want the same thing. Not that I think there's anything wrong with that, with having the same thing. Some people are happy having the same life, having the same day to day, having the same weekend, seeing the same people their whole life. And I'm not one to judge. There's been points in my life when I thought that was the answer too. But for me, I found that I wanted more freedom. I wanted more independence. And a little backstory is, I felt my parents have always been so loving and caring, but they've always helped me with almost every single thing I've done in my life. As a child and even going into adulthood, I started to feel like I'd never done anything for myself, by myself. And I didn't want to become a man in his early 30s. I was thinking in my late 20s at this point. I didn't want to get to my 30s and I've never done anything completely by myself. Couple that with some death anxiety, not necessarily my own death, but the death of my friends and my family. I kind of wanted to test, I don't know if test is the right word, but I wanted to see if I could handle being alone for an extended period of time. I wanted to see who am I when I don't have the influence of my family, my friends, my work, and the context of the country that I've been living in my whole life. And some of you might resonate with this as a chronic people pleaser, or a recovering people pleaser as I like to call myself. For the longest time, and I finally feel like I'm breaking the habit, I would always put other people's wants before my needs. And I always felt like I had to make everybody happy in my life. I felt like it was my responsibility to make everyone else happy. And I was always second guessing my own choices, my own ideas, and what I wanted to do. And thinking, is this what my parents want? Is this what my family wants? What will my friends think? What will other people think? What will my colleagues at my job think? And I finally sat down. This took years and years. Finally sat down with myself over and over and over again and thought, what do you actually want from life? What do you value? And although one of my highest values is family, my second highest value is adventure and exploration. And I thought to myself, what do I want my life to look like when I'm 80 years old, looking back at my life? Do I want it to be a good son and a good family member and a good friend, but I stayed in one place my whole life? Or is there some way where I could still be all those things and go do what I want and explore, have adventure and travel and chase my own dreams? My plan was, and my plan still is, to travel the world. I don't want to travel the world just for traveling the world's sake. There's certain parts of the world that I think are really beautiful and very different from my home country. And I want to experience new cultures. I want to experience different geographies, different parts of the world, different nature, different animals, I want to see different trees, different skies, different cities. I want to meet new people, eat new foods, like I said, new cultures, experience things that I've never experienced before in my life. And I think it was Alan Watts that first said this, but he said variety is the spice of life. Now, you don't need spice in food, right? You don't need spice for subsistence, but it sure does make the food taste a lot better. And the same with my life. You don't need variety in your life. You can live perfectly fine and even be perfectly happy with no variety, with the same thing over and over every day. But I truly believe that the variety really does add something special to your life. I didn't plan on staying here forever, and I think I still don't. But after meeting some pretty cool people and finding my girlfriend that we've been together for 2 years now, I definitely plan on staying here for at least a few more years. There's still so much I plan to see in this country and so many things I still want to do. I've been here for 2 years and I haven't even done the things that I planned on doing before I got here. And now there's a whole new world of things that I've realized that I can do here. So many more activities, so many places that I found out once I've been here that I still want to go to. So many things I still want to do. And hopefully one day I'll have the freedom to travel full time and not be tied down to one place by one job. I want to try and create something meaningful. I want to try and grow this channel. I want to try and create a community of like-minded people. I want to inspire people to get out there in their own countries and see the beautiful parts of their own country if they're not able to travel to different countries. And for the people that aren't able to travel at all, I want to create content that is both useful and entertaining. I want people to watch my videos and feel like they got something out of it, whether that's just a good laugh, if it feels like they're hanging out with a friend, or whether it feels like they got to see a really beautiful part of the world. And I'm still getting used to this whole thing of recording, filming, editing, and especially talking to a camera. I still feel insecure about what people are going to say, and I still feel incredibly awkward talking to something that doesn't have a face and talking when I don't even know if anyone's going to watch these videos. But I know the only way to get better is to actually practice doing it. And for the longest time, I put off making videos that I wanted to make and doing things I wanted to do out of fear of what people would think and out of my own insecurities and out of how I would feel about myself. So I'm finally doing it. And if that's something you guys want to be a part of, if that's a journey you want to be a part of, if that's something you guys are interested in, if you want to see me grow, if you want to help me grow, leave comments down below on what you think I can do better, how I can improve. And if you want to see more videos like this or any of my upcoming videos, please leave a like and subscribe. And yeah, we can do this. We're doing this. So I try not to think too much about what I'm saying. I plan out a few points that I want to talk about. I don't want it to be completely scripted. I just have a few points on what I want to talk about, and then I kind of just let my mind loose. And unfortunately, sometimes I end up rambling like I feel I am now, and I lose track of the point that I'm trying to make. But yeah. So that was Side Street Side Quests for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments if you'd ever walk down or explore streets like this. I'm posting a few times per week as I explore Thailand, and so subscribe if you guys want to come along for the journey, and see you in the next one. I appreciate you. Peace.